Luis Campos has been a friend of mine, a colleague, and I don't know, fellow metaphysical humorist. Luis Campos wields a gossamer touch to wrecking ball effect, and that's quite the case. Luis writes poems that are lucid, transparent, translucent, accessible as all hell, witty, a paramount category of Luis's writing, but with all of that addressing the heavyweight stuff, pardon the expression, that poetry is in business to address. So I would now like, without further ado, to coin a phrase, introduce my friend, my colleague, Luis Campos. Bob, senor. Take it away, Luis.
All right. And this first poem is dedicated to Venice, right? And there's a word here where I say, in the old jail. Okay, that refers to this building, which way is it? Over here next door, which used to be a police station and a jail, okay? And then it was, what is it now?
It's Spark, it's an organization for public artworks.
Okay, so, anyway, I read there once, it was nice.
Yeah.
Venice, by the sea, by the beach, funk city, express yourself city, talk the talk, walk the boardwalk, sip latte at the Rose Cafe, let your mind serve a 10-day stretch in the old jail. Wednesday night alert, a pride of poets is congregating at Beyond Baroque. Approach with caution. Most have tested intellectually positive and are known to be armed with concealed stanzas. All right. A word to the poetry wise, brevity. Immigrant. We're immigrant to our bodies. Our bodies are immigrant to the earth. The earth is immigrant to the space it displaces in the universal scheme. Immigrants all to this eternity. Souls, souls of the dead, souls in transit, souls in progress, lost souls, living souls, biodegradable souls, soul warehouses, soul cleaners, soul clones, designers' souls. If you ever watch late TV, they always have those kitchen gadgets that they sell, and there's one phrase that they always use. Okay, so that's the title of the poem. But wait, there's more.
Right.
For 1995 will not only send you the meaning of life, but you'll also get a copy of where to go for help after you find out the meaning of life. Non-union. She works the night shift at the fuckery. Okay, these next three poems are about, anybody that writes poetry knows about mental blocks. This is about that, different stages. The first one is about, wow, nothing happening, and then getting out of it. Poetic slump. Change pens, no help. Change pads, no help. Change chair, no help. Red Corso, no help. Listen to the barking of the dog next door. Meeting of the mind. Inspiration. Good to see you back. How was rehab? I feel like the old days. I hope you forgive me for leaving you, but I needed the rest. I was down to my reserves. I understand. So you gonna be around? I could use your presence, you know. Don't worry, I'll be here for quite a while. Need any images? I got them, all sizes, ready to go. Great. But first, let me ask you, with your help, of course, do I have a chance, Pulitzer-wise? Wishes ride aboard streetcars named Desire. Yours are no exception. Thus, it will come to pass that before reaching the end of the line, you will claim the prize. Thank you, inspiration. Finally, a fantasy I can believe in. Flexible poem. I love it. I'm back into poetry after a long, dry season. Wonderful. Life is beginning not to make sense again. Time to scramble my thoughts and write stuff that nobody understands. No gloom allowed, only the positive. But wait, what's wrong with a little gloom mixed in with the wisdom and the obligatory universal truths? So here's to flexible poetry, to love and hate, reality and fantasy, darkness and clarity, yesterday and now, beliefs and delusions, for good and bad times, let there be poetry.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Inner journey. Went inside myself in search of my soul. It was dark and dreary. Guilt and regrets littered the place. Damn it, soul, where are you? I searched for days but remained soulless. Finally, I had no choice. I called the soul police, who shut up instantly with a bullhorn. This is the soul police. Come out with your hopes up. It worked. There I was, all tattered and bruised, an all but viable, hopeful spirit. Welcome back, I said to myself. I'm glad I'm back, I answered.
Yeah. Good.
Now this, where do you find the poems? Sometimes you find them in the newspaper, okay? This is about a tree in Encino, 7 stories high. And as a matter of fact, I went to a house where it was right there that Uncle Don used to live there. There was the tree. But anyway, there were rains for 3 weeks. The tree fell down, smashed the car, but nobody got killed. And so they had a story in the paper, and I moved the paragraphs a little bit here and there, I made this poem. Everything in it is what was in the article. A death in Encino found poem. During the storm, the old tree died, and on Sunday, the people came to mourn. Some cried at the remains of the Lang oak, the grandfather of the city's oaks, 7 stories high, 1,000 years old. Lovingly preserved, the majestic tree has escaped bulldozers, the 7-year drought, bacterial infections, wildfires, earthquakes, and floods. We fought to keep it, and now it goes because of nature, one woman said, weeping. Perfect strangers reminisce. I remember when I was 4 years old and saw it for the first time. It was staggering, the biggest thing I've ever seen that was alive, said Encino resident Jim Newcomb. That was in 1940. Punishing rains weighed down the oak's branches and softened the soil. It fell onto the northbound lanes of Louise, smashing 2 parked cars. Among the constant stream of onlookers was 8-year-old Sarah Tamir. We always used to play here. Now it's gone. Now this one I need to read slowly because it's a sequence, but it goes backward, and it's easy to get confused. So I'll give you a chance to keep up with it. Psycho. Sunday downpour. After Saturday storm. Friday's rain. Thursday's showers, Wednesday's dark clouds, Tuesday's sunshine, Monday I was born. And this one is when my son, my late son, was small. We went to the beach over here in Venice, and there was a mother and her child, and they were playing near the water. It was very placid, and it was just like a poem. You say, wow, this is a little poem. So that's what I wrote. Venice Beach. Hesitant waves play tag with a little boy's feet. His footprints filled with water, a red bucket, a mother's smile, seagull sounds. The earth slows down to 3/4 time.
That's lovely.
Now, anybody that knows about North Hollywood probably remembers Dutton's books on Laurel Canyon. It was there forever, and it was near my house, so I'd be there every 3 weeks or so checking the books. And all of a sudden, one day, no more. It went out of business. So I imagined this, and I wrote a North Hollywood ending. Went by the emptied Dutton's books on Laurel Canyon, and was surprised to see Bukowski, Spillane, Capote, and Wilde on the sidewalk in front, looking sad and somewhat bewildered. Was that a tear on Charles? Of course not, don't be silly. Just because Mickey was wiping his nose didn't mean. The picture of Oscar Wilde was one of gloom. Truman looked devastated. The sadness was too heavy. I turned to go, And then I saw them, thousands of men and women of letters, led by Shakespeare, Cervantes, and Mark Twain, followed by Dorothy Parker, E. E. Cummins, James Baldwin, the Bronte sisters, Juan Ramon Jimenez. They marched in front of the building in silent protest. Then they were gone. The building remains. And I'll read three more. This one here is from the 1971, when I first started writing. And this was one evening that I'm playing the Rolling Stones and smoking a little bit and having some writing and whatever. And then I hear this noise, and it was a tile floor. And it was a potato bug that had crawled in. And all this fun that I was having, all of a sudden, wow, what is it? So, anyway, I wrote this after that. 33 1/3 RPM. Victimized by a potato bug, bugging the hell out of the quiet man as he meditates, book-wise, coffee-wise, and otherwise bored, inflated for the ego trip with words of self-praise, paved for a smoother, full of better pats on the back ride. Mick Jagger at 3 in the morning, frenetic background, rolling rockers express sympathy for deviant devils, hypnotize the hard-working people, snore to the salt of the earth. That's words for the album, the Stones. Yeah. Speaking of words, this is wordplay. I'm swimming in word lake, adjectives everywhere, verbs cruise by, ready for action. Look out, a school of paragraphs in formation. Oh no, I'm drifting into the 4-letter section. Yeah, I knew it, there it is, the first one, F-U. I'm out of here, never again. Next time I'll vacation, I'll Encyclopedia Falls. Nocturne. Oh, wait, the last one. Let me find the last one here. Where is it? Here. What was that? This is, I call it, What If? What if? What if there isn't any life out there? No aliens, no living beings of any kind, nothing. Just planets and satellites, stars and galaxies, meteorites, black holes, space dust, space trash, comets, 400 trillion and 12 bodies of solid matter and gases in the endless vastness of outer space, patiently revolving, humming to themselves. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, going around and around until the end of time. Gracias.